road again. Oh, hi there. Welcome to BSF Recovery Team. Well, yeah, that's right. We're on a little road trip again. This one was originally going to be a recon mission for recovery, but it's kind of changed a little bit. We'll tell you about that in a minute. First of all, we got seat cover over there in the weather seat. So what's the weather like today?
Well, right now it's raining.
It's been doing that for a month now.
And the temperature is 58, but it's supposed to be high of 70.
Oh.
And windy.
Well, 70 is nice. I don't know about the wind.
Antique Mall.
Oh yeah, there is some of those. We got baby seat cover in the back. What's she doing? Listening to music on her phone. Again. All right, well, what I was saying is this was originally going to be a recon mission for recovery. About 5 weeks ago, there was somebody out wheeling in the Mille Lacs County OHV area, which is the same place that we went and got the tow truck out with Big Bob. And it was early this spring, and ground was thawed out, and he got stuck in the mud. Well, right after he got stuck in the mud, they closed the park, and they weren't letting anybody in there. So the Toyota's been sitting for about 5 weeks out in the mud, and they still won't open the park for wheeled vehicles. So we haven't been able to recover it. We were going to come up and take a look today and see what the conditions are, because they're telling us that it's way too wet to get a wheeled vehicle in there. However, the owner of the Toyota was getting very impatient, and the county decided that they would let him attempt a recovery with a tracked vehicle. Well, we don't have a tracked vehicle, so there is a tracked vehicle that's showing up today from a towing company, and we're just dying to see how bad these conditions are, that they won't let us come in with our tow truck, and also to see this tracked vehicle and maybe watch the recovery. Hopefully we'll be able to film it for you, and then we got some stops to make on the way back. So this is the tracked vehicle. And we get to ride with him.
I think I got everything. Match blocks. Should work, right?
Yeah, we should be able to do this. Well, here we go. So far, I don't see that it's too wet, but we aren't there yet.
They said there's a river crossing that's like 2 feet deep. I've never crossed a river in this thing. Obviously, it is up high, so it should be fine, but it should be fine.
Yeah, I don't think it's really a river crossing. I think it's just kind of a little, how should we say, creek drainage ditch type thing. Sure. I've only been out here in the winter time.
Okay, this is open for snowmobiles?
Well, no, it's open for wheeling in the wintertime, and a friend of mine, who also has an off-road wrecker, was up here this winter, and way back in here blew a transmission.
Oh.
So we came and rescued that, but my wrecker was down at the time, so we used my Bobcat.
Sure. Yeah, Bobcats are tough, they're so heavy.
Yep.
Yeah, they're gonna go through this?
I think so.
The only thing is, like, it kicks up so much mud. This thing's like a 3-hour wash job when I get home.
Yep, so we'll be making a right up here where you see the tracks going in.
I think on the dirt, you gotta be careful.
You don't want to...
And you want to ride the, like, you want to stagger the roots.
Right.
So you're not riding the track at an angle in the rut.
Yes.
Because it can...
Robbie found that out this winter.
I've seen the videos. You know, that's pretty much the same thing as this. It's just one wheel longer. This one's a little shorter.
Yeah.
And the problem with, you know, his is great, but out here. It's
Right.
gonna be narrow.
Yeah, that's like heavy D's would never fit out where we go.
Yeah, no, but it's great for out there. I mean,
Yes.
it's all the part of the area. Just happy it's cool out because I swapped this engine in this winter and it's been running fine for temperature wise on the lakes throughout winter, but I'm still running a stock Bombardier radiator.
Oh, sure.
So but I didn't want to cut into the dash or anything.
What did it have for the original engine?
6-cylinder Ford.
The Ford. Yep.
And I
Okay.
ran that for, oh shit, I mean, I ran that thing for 3 years, but it got to the point where it just would barely pull itself, just from abuse,
Sure.
you know. But now like this LS, I mean, I'm not even turning 1200 RPMs to get moving. It's just got tons of power.
Yeah.
And they're geared down so much.
Right.
It's like effortless. You barely, this motor in here should last forever.
Yep. Okay, we're gonna leave the Land Rover here because apparently it gets wetter from here. They're gonna walk in and we'll keep going, see if we can find the Toyota, see if this cute little thing can get it out. We know who he watches. So maybe this would be a little tough in a wheeled vehicle. The wrecker might get stuck here. It was a log that cracked, I think.
Yeah. Assuming it's that way.
I think it's that way. So here we are.
All right. I expected more.
Yeah, I did too.
Sure.
All right.
I'll just put 2 soft
You want me to try digging out a little bit?
Yeah,
or- Okay.
as long as it runs.
If you haven't guessed, it is raining again. Well, it started right up. That's a good sign. That's good.
Those are pretty trick.
I've been toying with the idea of putting them on the back of my wrecker.
It's a no-brainer. Anyone goes without them.
Just because I lift my front end so much.
Yeah. Give it a little drive so it pops up.
You steer to the left.
Yeah, there's up.
There we go.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna dead pull it, Brad. Just leave it and drive.
Okay.
That was dead for you.
Well, it winched out pretty easy. The temp on the Sno-Cat is doing just fine. He was a little worried about that.
Just because of the engine swap and not running it all in the summer on a stock 1970s radiator. So I had my worries, but I put a solid clutch fan on it and 160 thermostat.
Well, Matt knows all about overheating his Sno-Cat, right?
Sure. What's nice about using is a ton of traction and you can ease everything and nothing's abusive. No jerking, nothing like that.
Right.
Super smooth. Honestly, from here, I think he's got it.
Let him try and drive.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. He says, let you try and drive, at least until we get to the creek.
All right.
I mean, it's pretty firm out here, actually.
Yeah.
It's not bad at all. For Minnesota mud, this is weak compared to what it can be.
Yes. We'll see, yeah.
You just want neutral, it's winch?
Yeah, it's faster than your
Yeah,
winch.
them old homes are slow. That's way quicker.
It is definitely still soft out here. Go ahead. She'll come around. Now you can let some cable out.
Steer passenger a little bit. Other passenger.
Maybe, so it don't get up under his bar.
This one?
Yeah.
Well, we definitely would have had trouble getting him across the creek.
Hold it. You think that stuff's fine to go over? That front wheel? Yeah.
Yep. Go ahead. Steer my way. You're good. You can turn straight a little bit there, right there. Well, it's firmer ground, so I don't think he's going to get as deep as long as he's got traction.
Yeah, muddy there towards the end.
Yeah,
Rain really
it was soft. Not out yet, but
No.
we're going to try and let him drive from here. Well, still too slippery for him to drive, so we hooked him back up. We'll get him out to the power lines, see what he can do then. The Defender is doing okay back there though. Most of your 480 LEs will run, I think, running the 180s.
Sure.
160 to 180.
And we're working a little bit.
Yeah.
Through that. So it might not be pulling hard, but when you pull the brakes, it's loading up the engine
It's
really hard.
really
so
hard.
It is
Yep.
actually working fairly hard. It might not show and look like it's working, but it is because you're pulling against the engine to steer it.
Right, right.
Yeah. Like a 90-degree day, boy, better be careful with it.
Right.
Yeah, that's probably pretty safe to use in the summer.
You got pretty good electric fan on it or not?
No, it's a normal
Just
heavy-duty clutch fan.
Just a clutch fan?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll open it up for you.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It's tight fit. Like, it is like damn near touching the tub on both sides.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, O'Reilly's has that heavy-duty clutch fan option, and it definitely makes a difference.
Sure. See that, Robbie? You can put an LS in your Sno-Cat.
It is, let me tell you, it is well worth it. And this thing is just a stock 4L60, no transmission tuning, no shift point tuning, nothing. It is drop in, and it works.
Yeah.
No tuning at all. I got a little tune on the engine for performance, but as far as transmission tuning, nothing. Straight drop in. 4L60 two-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Drive by cable. You want to drive by cable, not drive by wire, because you don't want
the throttle plate.
you don't want your foot feed to be wet, because it's gonna get wet. You know,
Right.
electronic
Right.
pedal.
Yep.
So just to keep the reliability up, I swapped this thing with a buddy in 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
It was fairly easy. I just went online, got some universal motor mounts, welded them in, running stock radiator, stock tranny coolers for a bombardier.
So, that was pretty easy for the Sno-Cat. And I'll admit, I would have had some trouble. We would have been here at least all day, if not more. So, Wyatt here, he got it out.
You know, when they called, this is a little out of my territory, but I wouldn't call it territory, but when it's over a mile out in the woods, I get a little nervous just because of the age of the machine and breaking down, because if we get stuck out there, there ain't no one coming. There ain't no one coming.
Well, I will have to admit, the track vehicle did the job. Would have taken me all day at least, if not more.
I think we got it done in 45 minutes. Maybe
Yeah.
little over an hour with talking.
That was pretty good, I'll tell you.
The drive down here, you know, an hour and a half, but it didn't take long to get done.
So, yeah, if you're ever stuck in northern Minnesota and you need to be recovered, Wyatt's Towing out of McGregor.
Yeah, we'll definitely get it done, even if it's like big excavators, bulldozers, anything. We got more than just this, a lot more, and a lot of other contacts. There's a lot of guys around Minnesota that do some pretty serious recovery stuff,
yeah.
especially when it comes to mud.
Yep. There's a lot of tractors and combines that get stuck in the mud.
There's a lot of mud everywhere. It's just muddy.
Yep. So thanks for watching, BSF Recovery Team. Keep wheeling, be safe out there, and maybe we'll see you in the woods. Guess what seat cover spotted on the way back?
Antiques.
Hey, I might even like this place.
Can your wallet?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Calling me. Good thing I have his truck. Hi. Hey, thanks for the truck. I'm at an antique store.
Hello.
Yeah, bad. We were not going to get it out with the problem. Hour and like 15 minutes. It's out. They got it out.
I think this one over here is the building for me. Hey, I know what this is. Does anybody else? Want to put a pinball machine in the shop?
No, you would never get work done.
Look what we see over here. Looks like that one's been out in the weather for quite a while. We didn't see anything that we absolutely had to have.